Hey, it's your girl Maya back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about how to overlay in Cricut Design Space. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. If you like the video that I'm about to show y'all, stay tuned. So first things first, we're going to find an image. If you need a video on how to find an image in Cricut Design Space, please leave a comment down below and I will get you that tutorial in no time. Now we're going to change the color of the house so you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing in this tutorial. I am just going to resize my image because this is for a client of mine. She wanted a car decal, so this is what we're going to do. I didn't do the whole decal on this video. I just did like the top of the name, which is Chain Breakers. The whole business name is Chain Breakers Credit and Mortgage. So if y'all need anything like with your credit or a mortgage, let me know and I will give y'all her information down below. So now we got the business name. We are going to change the font. The font I'm using today is Rockwell. If you want to learn how to download fonts to Cricut Design Space, check out my video in my shorts. I got y'all. Now I'm just going to make sure that my font size is the correct size for this design. You want to click the edit button and then you want to click offset. You want to move that white dot over towards the left until the purple is close to the white, as you can see right here. Now you want to have the original chain breaker and the offset chain breaker, but you want to separate the two. Once you separate the two, you want to click on the offset chain breaker and then bring it to the front. We are going to do the same thing with the original chain breaker just to make sure that it fits correctly with the offset. Once we bring them together, make sure that they fit perfectly together. We're going to move it up to the house just to make sure that everything is aligned. Once your design is where you want it to be, you want to move the original chain breaker out of the way. Now you want to focus on the offset chain breaker in the house. So you want to move the offset chain breaker towards the house again. Place it to where you want it to go. Now, once you have it to where you want it to go, you want to click on the chain breaker and you want to click on the house. Next, you want to click action and slice. Once you slice it, you want to unconnect it. Now you want to get rid of the offset chain breaker. All you got to do is highlight it and delete it. You want to grab the original offset chain breaker, arrange it, bring it to the front like we did before, and I changed the color to blue because that's the color that she wants for her layer. Now that I changed the color to blue, I am going to link them together. So how I link them together is I move the chain breaker up to the house, make sure that it's aligned correctly. Once I see that it is aligned correctly, I am going to click on the house and I am going to click on chain breakers and I'm going to group them together. You're not going to want to attach it, you want to group them. Now time for the fun part. This is my favorite process, the weeding process. But if you've been watching this whole entire time, shout out to you. Leave a comment down below, maybe like a little heart or something to know that you're still watching with me. But I'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, now that I'm done with all that weeding, now we want to put on the transfer tape. The transfer tape that I am using today, I am using scissor, sizer, Caesar, whatever you want to call the brand, I'm using it. So you want to take your time on this part. What I do, you really don't have to, but I just be wanting to make sure that everything is laid and smoothed down. Start with the bigger image first so you can use the paper backing again. Next, I'm going to go in with my smoother just to make sure that the design sticks to the tape. You'll see that I had to kind of keep using my smoother on the transfer tape as I was lifting because it wasn't sticking, like some of the parts wasn't sticking to the transfer tape, but as soon as I went in and scraped it down, smoothed it down, whatever you want to call it, it starts sticking. So it takes some time, but just be a little patient, y'all. Just be patient because sometimes it won't go in the first time, but if you keep going at it, trust me, it will stick. It will stick. As you're about to see me lift up the transfer tape, and I had to use my smoother to smooth it back down so it can stick to the transfer tape. Sometimes you will have to go over it multiple times just so it can stick, but just be a little patient with yourself. Don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Okay, let's get started with this next layer. So for this, you want to use parchment paper. You can find it at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Target, Walmart, wherever you go shopping at, you can find parchment paper at. It might be labeled as baking, but it's still the same thing. You want to use this because it won't stick. Like the vinyl don't stick to the parchment paper. So when you want to layer something, you don't want it to stick, like for example my bright pad, I don't want it to stick to my bright pad, and if I didn't use parchment paper it would have stuck to my bright pad. So just keep that in mind. If you don't want your vinyl to stick to any surface besides the surface that you're working with, use parchment paper. And I also use parchment paper to line up my design so it can be aligned correctly. Now that everything is aligned, I am now going in with my smoother to make sure that it's sticking, like everything is sticking to the transfer tape, so I can give this card decal to my customer. Now that everything has stuck to the transfer tape, I am going to go in and use the first image's backing, paper backing, just to lay it on there. Like, I don't know how to explain it, just so I can use that same paper and give it to my customer. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, that's just what I'm doing. I don't know. Bear with me, y'all. Like, this is my first big voiceover that I had to do for YouTube. So this is like really like my first video that I edited, talked over. So just bear with me. And if you liked this video, please share it to the next person that might need it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.